Wednesday edition of Studio 12 from the south end zone of Kyle Field. Will Johnson, Matt Simon with you. Coming up this week, Saturday, Texas A&M's regular season finale in Baton Rouge against the LSU Tigers. Now, we do not have a show Friday, so we will spend the bulk of the conversation of that game right here on this Wednesday edition. So what we did, brought in one of our Louisiana players, defensive lineman Julien Obioha out of New Orleans. I'm sitting here with a couple of Crusaders.
You're outnumbered.
Martin,
did you ever think that
graduates.
would happen?
What was your grad year at Brother Martin?
2012.
2012?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Matt Simon was, I think, 1912.
Close enough.
So, I mean,
Corriese.
Yeah, it was way back then.
Yeah, it wasn't even Brother Martin.
Yeah, they didn't even have roads out there. You had to take horse and buggy to the stadium.
So I'll just sit aside and let the Crusaders discuss what's happening.
Are you okay?
You guys have been discussing Louisiana high school football in the playoffs, and I think Brother Martin got bounced, so I feel for both of you.
That's a whole other topic.
We can't talk about that.
Are you okay with the mascot, though, Crusaders?
Yeah, Crusaders works. For a good,
Will's a mascot snob.
Yeah, I critique everybody. What school call themselves?
Yeah. What about Blue Jays?
Who is the Blue Jays?
Our rival are the Blue Jays.
Jesuit Blue Jays. I don't really know why.
I don't.
Yeah.
There are Blue Jays in the city of New Orleans, but they're everywhere.
Your nickname, everybody wants to be this powerful nickname like Tigers or Panthers, but it has to fit who you are.
No.
Aggies fits who we are at this university, so it's appropriate. And I'm the mascot police. If you don't have a name that's appropriate to your community and school, I want to nix it, and I want to have a consulting business where I get you a new mascot name.
I think Blue Jays is appropriate for Jesuit.
Yeah, I think it's very appropriate. Yeah, it works out well. We'll see Crusaders.
See, part of this,
school.
I've got to visit the school. I got to visit the school, see what they're all about, and then I can come up with the right nickname.
You'll visit Jesuit, and you'll be like, yeah, those are some Blue Jays over there.
but Brother Martin Crusaders, that's appropriate.
You're approve it. You're approve it.
Stamp of approval, and they can keep it.
Before we get to the game, I got to ask you here. It's Thanksgiving's coming up, and I got to. What was your all-time favorite Thanksgiving food? Was it always the turkey, or did the fam make some little cool side dish that you were just locked in on every Thanksgiving?
I think in high school we started deep frying the turkey.
Oh, man.
And
there you go.
We were doing it wrong until I got to high school. Deep frying the turkey is just, if you don't deep fry your turkey, you're doing something wrong. It just puts your turkey on a whole different level.
You kind of got to do it. You do it out in the driveway, though.
Yeah,
so get that thing sparked up.
Don't do it at your house.
No.
I've done. I personally haven't, but for Thanksgiving, we've deep fried some turkeys, and we're always out in the driveway.
That's far away
when the
from
flame
the house
actually shoots up, there's nothing for it to hit. Catch on fire.
But if I could, I'd do it in the middle of the street. Far away from the house as possible.
No cars, no house, nothing. That's your public service announcement for the day, kids.
Exactly. Well, the Tigers are coming up. It's obviously a big one. You guys still have a chance. You can get to 9-3 with a bowl game. It can be 10 wins. Anybody who wins 10 games in college football has done something really special. I'm sure that would mean something to you in your senior year. But let me go back one Saturday. It was special because it was the first time an Aggie defense threw a shutout in 11 years. What did that mean to you and the guys you play on the defensive side of the ball, holding Vanderbilt to absolutely nothing?
I think it just means a lot because when I was a freshman, defense we had a good defense, and I think it shows how far we've come. And in these past 4 years, the fact that we can do something that a football team hasn't done in 11 years. So I think it shows how far we've come.
Mm-hmm. And fourth quarter arrives. They've got no points. Do you guys talk about that on the sidelines, or is it kind of like the pitcher with the no hitter? Do you leave it alone, handle your business, and was that discussed, the potential of a shutout as the game wore on?
Well, when the fourth quarter came around, we kind of knew we had the game in the bag, so we just wanted to make sure that we kept the shutout. We were actually talking about it. We haven't had a shutout in a long time. Let's make sure we keep this shutout.
Julien Obioha with us here on Studio 12. And I wanted to ask you this. I know Coach always says you create your own energy on the road. It's got to be about you, especially when you're on the road. I thought the energy in that, and I know you didn't get out there and play, but the energy on the sidelines, the energy in warm-ups, the energy on the field was really, really, really high on Saturday night. Would you agree with did you kind of get that feeling too?
Yeah, I got that feeling, but we also had a lot of fans there. I don't think a lot of people knew that. We had tons of fans there. I think we had more fans than we had more A&M fans than we had Vanderbilt fans at the game. So I just think we did a great job of creating our energy, but our fans are amazing. They came out there and helped us create our energy too.
And what about those uniforms? I guess you guys didn't have an inkling that was coming, did you? Or did you?
No, we didn't have an inkling. We knew we were going to wear all white, but the helmets were just sick.
Mm-hmm. And I think about a couple of weeks ago, you had your last game at Kyle Field against Western Carolina. Now you've got your regular season finale against the school you know very well. You grew up near Baton Rouge. You'll have a bowl game. But are you getting that sense that time's growing small in a maroon and white uniform? And is that maybe a source of some sadness at all?
Well, I've been knowing this time was coming for a little while. Coach Price started calling me an old man halfway through my junior season. Me and Zoe were old men halfway through our junior season.
He doesn't have any business calling somebody an old man, Terry Price.
Yeah. But, I remember my senior night when I ran out, I remember shaking Coach Summer's hand. He was like, it's been a long time. I was like, yeah, you and me been through some things together. So, I've been preparing for this for a long time. Obviously, I knew that, my time at A&M would be numbered. So I've been preparing for this for a while.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy too, because his class, and he is specifically first to go completely through the SEC. So what's that experience been like? Obviously, you never experienced the Big 12, but coming from Louisiana, coming from SEC country, what's that been like for you?
I've been playing in another conference, but I can, from the guys who played in the Big 12 their freshman year, I just know that the SEC is the best football in college football. So it's truly been a blessing and an honor to play all 4 years in the SEC.
Mm-hmm. LSU, the opponent this week, Saturday night, A&M and the Tigers, 6:30 is kickoff. We'll have the pregame show on the Aggie Radio Network at 5:30. Julien Obioha, our defensive lineman, joins us, the senior, and You've seen the LSU program. Like I said, you grew up near it. You're aware of what's happening now, good or bad for the Aggies, that there's a little bit of turmoil and uncertainty with what's happening at the top of that program at the moment.
I don't really say it's good or bad because LSU's going to, it's their senior night. They're going to be motivated as is, but I know they're going to go out there and play hard for the coach, so they're going to be even more motivated. So if it has to be in a good or bad category, I say bad because they're going to be more motivated. But I think we're going to be just as motivated because we have plenty of guys from Louisiana on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, no reason not to be prepared for their best effort.
No reason not to.
How many guys you know on that squad? Ballpark estimate. And then maybe any really good friends that you talk to all the time?
I don't have any really good friends, but I have a guy I went to high school with. We have Brother Martin Crusader.
Another one, Will.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
It's funny because he's playing right guard and I play left defensive tackle, so we'll probably be head-to-head like 90% of the game, so that'll be pretty cool. I've probably known him since I've been in 8th grade. I've known guys. I have a couple guys on the team I've known since I've been in 8th grade, and I have like 10 or 12 guys I've known for a relatively long time.
Oh, and you guys from Louisiana, like Will said, well, there's got to be at least maybe a dozen or so on this roster.
It might be more.
Maybe more than that.
This
is one that you guys aren't made to really circle games on the schedule, but this is one I'm sure you always look and see where it's going to be.
Well, if a player tells you he isn't circling any games on his calendar, he's lying to you. Yeah. This is a game I circle on my calendar, and I love that it's I love the fact that it's at the end of the year, but. I just always circle this game on my calendar.
Now, as a senior, you were telling us that you pull rank, you do what you got to do to get those tickets because you got to take care of the fam.
Yeah, of course. I actually have a house out in Baton Rouge. My brother is an alum of LSU, so I'll have plenty of people that I went to high school with in the stadium. I have plenty of family in the stadium.
Yeah, I've got a brother-in-law now that's an LSU Tiger, and we're trying to accept him. We're doing the best we can.
Well, the actual brother that's LSU Tiger.
You've got the right there directing the family.
But
do we still use the term within our program, the Louisianimals? Do y'all still call each other that? Has that died out a little bit?
It's not out. It's not out, but it's not in. It's just in a. I don't know. It's in limbo right now. It's in limbo. It might be brought up. It might not be.
Yeah. Got some big time guys from the state on that backside of the football with you there. What's it been like defensively for you this year? How proud are you of the growth of this group? I know you guys have a lot of work you still want to do, but proud of you as a collective defensive unit in year one under Coach Chavis.
I think we've set the foundation for them as older guys and as seniors to keep this thing going because I think we're moving in the right direction. So I'm just really proud. I think he's done an amazing job. Our defense. I think he's done an amazing job inspiring us. So I'm just really proud where the defense is going.
His arrival piqued the interest of a lot of Aggies, the 12th man. We're very excited about John Chavis coming and joining this program. For a guy that gets to see him daily, how would you describe him as a coach on the practice field and inside the walls of the Bright Complex where most people don't get to see John Chavis?
Fiery and passionate. He cares about us. He's known us for a short time, but, he cares about us and he loves all of us. So just fire and passionate, and he gets the best out of us. I truly believe that, and I think I told the young guys like James Lockhart and Dalen Mack, I said, hiring John Chavis will get A&M the national championship. I'm not sure when. I hope I'll be here for it. Obviously, I won't be. But I told the guys, I hope I'll be here for it, but it's gonna get them one.
Yeah, it's a great statement. And I think you, with your time at A&M, down there in the trenches, you've had Terry Price, you have Mark Hagan, you've had them both. I think they're both fantastic coaches, but would you agree that they both instruct and teach in different ways, maybe?
Yeah. They instruct and teach in different ways, but it's getting to the same point pretty much. It's not two individuals aren't going to have the same coaching style, but they're both actually the same thing pretty much.
And what about you? Just one final question. You look back at your very first game at A&M, which was against Florida at home, SEC opener, all that stuff, as a freshman, true freshman, and then now coming full circle, LSU this weekend, and then, of course, a great bowl game is there. What about your growth personally? Maybe as much off the field as on the field?
Yeah, probably. Probably both. I think football has just taught me a lot, especially in college. When you're in high school, when you're a recruit, you can roll out of bed and you can play. And that might not teach you the best lessons in life, but when you get to college, you have so many other guys that are talented that, you just, whether you're sick, whether you're not feeling so well, whether, trouble's going on at home, you gotta work. And I think that's something that football's taught me, that through adversity, you just got to keep on working. You can't just something bad happens and you just stop. You have to just keep on working. So I think that's something that football's taught me.
Well, Julian, we're looking forward to Saturday night. Obviously, there's the Thanksgiving aspect tomorrow. Hopefully, you get that fried turkey. We're rooting for you.
I'll find one.
I don't think Tanguay is gonna make that happen. Well,
I'll find one.
But
they don't fry a lot of stuff in the nutrition center.
They do not. They do not.
It works, but he'll find one. He'll search one. He'll go door to door around College Station. Hey, you got any fried turkey? I'm coming in.
He's a veteran. He knows where to go.
Bring the whole defensive line with you. They'll be thrilled in one aspect, but they're not going to have enough food in the other. But happy Thanksgiving to you. Good luck Saturday night down in the Bayou against the Tigers.
Thank you.